Good day. How is everything with you, friends? We thank God Almighty for in Nigeria we are celebrating our national independence. But our topic for this unique day in Nigeria is wet. Wet. The meaning of wet is a process by which one is having more than enough money and material things. A process by which one is having plenty money and material things. When you are wealthy, you are loved by many people, both in Africa and some other continents of the world. When you are rich, people hate you. Many people love to associate themselves with people that are wealthy. It's good to have wealth. When you have wealth, you are comfortable. When you have wealth, to do good things to yourself and your immediate family will be very, very easy. You want to pay school fees? The money is there. Any of your child is sick, the money is at hand. You need to travel overseas, you have a jet to carry you there. Are you celebrating one of your children's wedding? There are so many cars that you have that can help during that celebrations. In fact, wealth brings comfort. But one question remains. Does all people that are wealthy in our continent Africa and other continents of the whole world, are they all in peace? Are they all happy? Do they have joy of the heart? These are questions. From my research, I said from my research, so many people that are very, very wealthy, they don't normally have peace of mind. Many of them do not have joy. Most of the time, they are not even happy. Many of them are always sick. They are the people that have some chronic health issues. Some chronic issues like cancer. Some chronic issues like liver problem. Many of them always have difficulty in going to toilets. Why? Because they are wealthy. There is nothing they want to buy or purchase that the money is not ready there. If they drink wine, some of them drinks to excess. If they eat meat, they can eat about 6 types of meat on a table as a meal. They can drink tea in excess. Some of them can eat in excess. They may be celebrating at will because the money is there. They can travel at any time. They don't know the time that is even favorable for traveling or not. Many of them do not have time for religion purpose. They are the people that will beg some prophets and prophetess to help them in prayers. To fast is always difficult for some of them. No wonder many wealthy people in Africa and other continents of the world die prematurely. I said they always die prematurely because they have plenty wealth. With all this I've narrated, still many of us in Africa and some other continents of the world, we always pray fervently for wealth. It's good to have wealth. I love wealth. I want to be rich. I want to have so many things of the world that are enjoyable. But I always careful. And I always ask God that if I'm worthy, I will use my money to help poor people. People that are at motherless houses in Africa. If I'm worthy, I want to have 1, 2, 3, 4 foundation where I can take care of old people, vulnerable people, motherless homes, and poor people around me. Unfortunately, so many of our people in Africa especially cannot reason as I'm reasoning. Many people will even bury their money inside their house. They bury money, cash, in their different houses instead of using this money to care for poor people. This is not good. Many people this year had jumped from a very high upstairs and died because of poverty, because of lack. Many people sold their children in some countries in Africa because of lack. Some women had left their home, their matrimonial home, without going with their children. They left their children, 1, 2, or 4, or 5, with their poor husband to care for. They cannot stand the austerity that is going on in the whole world now. And the poor man is now even carry baby at the back, because some women that do not worry can even leave a 6-month-old child and go with another richer man. But I know that such women, I don't call them women. I always refer to them as cheater. They are that type of women that marry just because of wealth. And when there's no wealth, they step out of their wedding. They step out of their matrimonial home. Only God can judge such women. There are some men alike too, who only stay with a woman that is rich, that can give them money so that they can be husband. When such woman is lacking, off such men live. All these people too, they have their judgment day with God. We are talking about how wealth can affect radiant health. From the last narration, if a woman leave her home because of lack of money, no wealth there, and the children are left there, what do you think of such children? Would they be happy? Would they be happy forever? Can such children, after God answers them in future, maybe they are rich, can they forgive such useless moms? If it's their father that left the home when things were not okay, can such children forget such a father? Can they call such a father after some times if they make it in life? It's good to be worthy. That money you have, that yes, you have about 2, 3, 4. That's your houses in many countries. How do you gather them? Do you have your own wealth in the right way? Or you punish people of your country to accumulate your wealth? Are your families go hungry? What about your spouse? Do you use this wealth to care for her and your blood children and your siblings and your co-workers and people around you? How do you use your wealth? Do you usually bury your own money at the back of your house, in the garden of your house, at the center of your sitting room, where many people are going hungry all over the world? Think about it. I want everyone, every human being, to please, if you have opportunity and you are listening to this my discussion,